I had a conversation with someone the other day and we were talking about how to break up with someone when there's nothing wrong with the relationship. And it just made me feel like, damn, that's so true. Like, how does one break up with someone when there's actually no reason to break up? Like, it's so much easier to just blame it on someone cheating or being treated like shit. But when you find that there's nothing wrong, like there's no specific, like, dramatic reason, then it is so much harder to break up with someone. But I would tell you that I've actually been through that experience. My last relationship, there was no, like, real big reason as to why. So it made it all so much harder. And the one thing that I noticed was that I was fighting with my ego and thinking, like, every time that I felt like something was going wrong, or I felt like I had this, like, intuition feeling, this gut feeling that, you know, I wasn't happy, or, you know, this relationship wasn't right, I kind of just ignored it, or I would find any excuse as to why that was, like, ridiculous, you know? Or I would think, oh, you're just overthinking, you're just crazy, whatever. So all of that came up for ages. And I think this happens with a lot of us. But, like, your gut instinct is incredibly powerful, and it's something that you must always listen to, because there is a higher self, a higher version of you, which is your higher self, which is literally giving you those nudges as to, like, you shouldn't be doing this, or you should go into this direction, and it must never be ignored, because sooner rather than later you're gonna have to face it, and the longer you delay it, the harder it's gonna be. And it is a tough situation, it's a tough conversation to have with someone, especially when there's no actual reason. It's like the whole, hey, it's not you, it's me. But what I'm saying is that your higher self knows. It knows what's up, and you cannot ignore that. So trust it. Don't delay it, because you're gonna have to face it anyway. And like I said, it took me so long. Like, so long. I delayed it for a while. And now it makes sense. At the time, it didn't make sense, and it's not always going to make sense in the moment. But trust me, it will make sense later on in life. Like, you will look back and you'll realize it had to happen and why it had to happen.
There has got to be a logical reason why somebody would want to end a relationship. Putting it down to intuition is way too vague and borderline insulting to their partner. But this just proves that some women are always reaching for something better when it concerns men. They are usually not satisfied with something comfortable and secure. There's always another list of requirements to be sought after, based upon the idea of them believing they deserve the best and that they should know their worth. Men have always been accused of objectifying women, but women see men as objects too. It's just that the objectification is different. The objectification is more towards qualities, job, emotional stimulation, and resourcefulness the man has to offer. And if he doesn't fit this long list of requirements, he gets traded out for another guy who is able to offer more. The objectification is based upon a man's success, not just solely his looks. And in my personal opinion, it makes the objectification far worse, because it becomes more daunting for the man to be able to uphold it.
Yes, it is daunting.
Come and get ready with me for a first date. It has been cancelled and rescheduled about 5 times. It's been planned for almost a month, and the way that I met this guy is so crazy that I can't not go on the date. He just messaged me and he's cancelled again. I can't. I literally, can't do this anymore.
Wow, talk about letting Chad get away with all sorts of disrespect. I wouldn't be surprised if she gave him another chance and he did it to her again.
Yeah, I probably did.
I've lost my whole family and it sucks. So a lot of times when people ask me if they should do porn, I tell them no. I tell them that it makes life really hard. It makes dating really hard. It makes your family life really hard. It makes intimacy hard. You're putting yourself out there and the world is now judging you. You have to be okay with being shamed every day of your life. I don't even want to have children because I do porn, because I'm worried of the way that people will treat my child. With me personally, my mom was supportive in the beginning. She kind of just let me do whatever. Not that I think it was a good thing. I had a lot of freedom. As time progressed and I became successful, I started to feel like my mom was using me so that she could live a more luxurious lifestyle. When I started to set like these boundaries, not giving her money or things like that, it made our relationship a bit more difficult and almost toxic. And so it sucks. I don't have a mom anymore. I don't talk to her. I miss having a mom. I feel like you can't rewind and you can't go back. I don't have that relationship with her anymore. I don't ever think I will. And that bums me out. Bums me out a lot. I talked to my dad and he struggles with my job being in the industry. He's also religious. Recently I wanted to go visit him and he said that I can't go visit because his wife, my stepmom, doesn't want me there. I'm not allowed to go visit my dad anymore because my stepmom doesn't like that I do porn. But then he told me that when I was like, can we like go get coffee and like we could go like get breakfast, and he's like, I don't want to be seen in public with you. And that just fucking hurt so bad, and it sucks. I lost my family. I don't talk to like my brothers or sisters. I think that they all kind of like try to take advantage of me and stuff, or they're just like, my dad don't want to be around me.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that doing that line of work can destroy your life, your relationships, and your future. In my personal opinion, anybody who has a friend or family member who supports them doing that line of work, they don't really care about them. If you randomly met her in the street, you would think she looks too innocent to be doing something like that. Little would you know, she is taking multiple zinc shots for a living. I hope this becomes a lesson to young women to never believe the lie that corn is glamorous, because it's far from glamorous.
It's trash.
So it's day one at a real job after being a spicy content creator for 2 years. And after a 10-hour shift, I honestly am really tired, but I just feel so fulfilled that I've actually got a normal job again and I've actually worked. Like, I can't describe the feeling. Like, I don't know, I just feel so much better than, you know, sitting at home all day and doing the content creation. I'd rather just have a real job and actually feel like I've got a purpose, you know, and helping in society. I don't know, it's just no better feeling than this.
Look at what we have here, an ex-OF creator. The images and videos she profited from are going to be around forever. It's only a matter of time before she gets exposed. It's good that she turned over a new leaf, finally.
Better late than never, huh?